Hey guys, welcome to The Reality Pill, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of modern dating culture. And of course, here's your meme of the day. I mean, if that doesn't summarize the entire state of the Western world in one image, I don't know what does. It's the same old story, folks. You spend your prime years treating men like disposable ATMs or entertainment, and then you're shocked, absolutely shocked when the bill finally comes due. So I gotta tell you guys, I'm struggling to wrap my head around this one. Not because the topic is complicated, but mostly because the audacity and the pure, unadulterated delusion we're seeing lately is just off the charts. We have reached a point where modern women are simultaneously demanding that men man up and take all the risk, while they offer, and I am not kidding, half a second of eye contact as their contribution. They want 1950s leadership with 2026 promiscuity, and they can't understand why the good men have decided to just stay home and order takeout instead of dealing with the headache. Let me show you guys exactly what I mean by that. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright folks, so we're starting off with the manual on how modern women think men should approach them. Spoiler alert, it involves you doing 100% of the work while she judges you for being cringe. We got a woman here who thinks she's giving men the green light. She claims that her type is simply a man who approaches her. But wait until you hear what she considers encouragement.
What's your type? Can you approach me?
Yeah,
Can you
that's so
approach
true.
me? I'll give you eye contact, but it's just like I gave you 3 seconds, maybe half a second. But like you should know that that's enough. Like that is the welcome in. Like that should be it. That's just like if I look at you and I look away and like you can't smile. You have to like make sure you don't really smile too much, because then that's cringe. It's like you might as well be approaching them. If now you walk up to me, it's like okay, you passed the first test. If your ass stands there for another half an hour, ugh.
I am baffled. I'm sitting here asking myself, what the hell is she even talking about? A half a second look is the welcome in? Give me a frickin' break. Yeah, I don't think that's how reality works, sweetheart. You think a man who is constantly told by modern society that approaching a woman is basically a form of harassment is going to risk his reputation and his evening because you glanced at him for 0.5 seconds and then looked away? And then you have the nerve to say if he smiles too much, it's cringe? This is the first test? Brothers, listen up. If a woman is testing you before you've even said hello, she is already telling you she's going to be a nightmare to deal with. She wants a man who is a mind reader, a social elite, and a risk taker. She wants you to pass the test of deciphering a micro glance. Basically, she wants all the validation of being pursued without having to show a single ounce of warmth or receptivity. In the real world, men with high self-esteem don't play these games. If a man sees a woman who looks unapproachable or cold, he's not thinking, oh, I need to pass her test. He's thinking, she looks like a headache, I'm gonna go talk to the girl who actually looks friendly. And now, obviously, here's the problem. These same women will go on TikTok 5 minutes later and cry that men don't approach anymore. Well, why would they? You've made the barrier to entry so high and the reward so low that the juice simply isn't worth the squeeze. But wait, it gets even worse. If you thought the half-second glance was bad, look at this woman who wants to lecture you on your man card while demanding you take all the rejection.
I just want to talk about the men not approaching women thing. If you are a man and you are watching this, you have to be not afraid to be rejected. That's part of the game. That's part of being a man. You have to be okay with being rejected. You can't be a beta. You can't be a pussy. You have to go up to a woman and be fine if she says no. That's it. And it's not a reflection on you. She's just not into you if she says no. But go up to women. If you see a cute girl at the gym, like there's ways you can go up to women that aren't creepy. Like you can be like, hey, do you need a spot? Like say something about their form or just like say hi. Just say hi. It's so easy. If a girl's looking at you at a bar, go up to her. She wants you. If you see a cute girl at a bar, go up to her. You don't even have to buy her a drink. Just say hi. Compliment something about what she's wearing. Compliment like her hair, anything. It's not that hard. It's very easy. You just have to be not scared of getting rejected is the thing. That is part of being a man. So what? You want us to go up to you? So the girls have to not be scared to get rejected? That's what it's come to? No. As a man, You're the one that has to put yourself out there and be okay getting rejected. That's the risk that you take by being a man. So man up, everyone. Pull up your pants, find your man card, okay? Because I think you lost it. And go up to a girl this weekend.
Oh, hell no. Find your man card? Did she really just say that? Give me a frickin' break. Let me get this straight. Men are pussies if they don't want to be publicly rejected or humiliated by women who, as we just saw, think smiling is cringe? I refuse to take any lecture on being a man from a woman who couldn't tell you the first thing about being a traditional, receptive woman. Notice how she says, it's a risk you take. Okay, what's the risk she's taking? Nothing. She sits there, judges, rejects, and then complains when the betas stop showing up. Welcome to reality. When you treat the game like a one-sided interrogation, people stop playing.
But of course, it gets even worse. They want you to man up, lead, plan the future, and be intentional. They want the top-tier, high-value treatment for a meet cute. But let's look at what's actually happening behind the scenes. Let's see what the standards look like for the guys they actually like.
What's your dirtiest college confession?
I mean, I f***ed a guy the first day I talked to him.
How many hours did you know him for?
Probably like 30 minutes.
You beat the other girl. She said 1 hour.
I mean, like,
30 minutes. So for the random guy at a party, the barrier to entry is a 30-minute conversation. But for the good man she wants to marry, he has to decode her 0.5-second eye contact, man up through rejection, plan every date, be a leader, and pay for everything? I am baffled. How the hell did we get here? This is the strong and independent starter pack, folks. They give the best of themselves to the guys who put in the least effort, and then they demand the most effort from the guys they actually expect to provide for them. And for me, it really begs the question, where did this entitlement come from? It's not just about the approach, it's the standards that make zero sense. Look at this single mom who has decided she's too good for men in her exact same situation.
One thing being a single mom taught me is that I will never date a guy who has kids of his own. And a lot of people think I'm crazy for saying that, but if you're a single mom, like, you know exactly what I mean. If you know, you know.
Yeah, I don't think that's how the dating market works, sweetheart. I have baggage, but I refuse to date a man with baggage. You want a man to step up and be a father to your kids, but you won't show the same grace to his? What an absolute clown show. This is the definition of modern women wanting traditional benefits without a single ounce of traditional reciprocity. You can't make this stuff up.
And then we have the leadership argument. These women love the word leadership, but they have a very different definition of what it actually means.
If I plan all the dates that me and my man go on, and I plan all the trips, and I plan our future, and I plan everything that we have going on, and all he has to do is hand me some money or hand his car to me, what has he done as a leader? Because in a relationship between a man and a woman, the man is the leader. He is the head. Okay? What has he done as a leader to be intentional, to put forth effort, to initiate? What has he done? It sounds more like instead of you being in the passenger seat and him driving, you're driving, he just put the gas in the car.
He pays for everything, he plans everything, he takes all the initiative, but I'm still the one driving the decisions. She literally said he should just put the gas in the car. In other words, he's the ATM. He's the provider, but she wants to be the boss. Brothers, listen up. That's not a leader. That's an employee. She wants a high-performing employee that she can call a husband while she continues to drive. Give me a freaking break. But here is where the story gets interesting, because eventually the 3-second glances stop working. Eventually the 30-minute hookups leave you with nothing but a high mileage count and a lot of anxiety meds. And suddenly the good men that you spent your 20s ignoring or calling betas, they aren't interested in manning up for you anymore.
As a single woman, I'm getting a little worried when I scroll on this app that like all of the good single men, 30-year-olds and up, or near that range, they are, if they're single, they're staying inside and doing exactly what I would want to do, which is like binge a show and like order and take out. Like why when I'm scrolling, I'm seeing all these like cute men who look like they have their head on their shoulders. They probably don't. Let's just be fucking real. But they're all like staying inside. Like What I'm trying to do is text a girlfriend and be like, hey, you know what? Instead of me cuddling into bed and binging all of Real Housewives, let's go out. Because I'm just hoping that one day, like, I meet my husband, like, meet cute randomly. Like, I gotta go out and do that, right? I have to, like, actually put myself out there. I have to actually do my makeup and, like, put on a cute outfit and do that, you know? Crazy concept. But I have a fear that all of the good single 30-year-old men are doing the opposite. Hey, get out there. Please. Stop ordering takeout by your fucking self and wait for me to be there with you to do it, okay? Fuck, literally, I don't... Probably gonna run into a douchebag. Pray for me.
Welcome to the wall, sweetheart. Please stop ordering takeout by yourself and wait for me. Oh, so now you want to be there? Now that you've realized the douchebags don't want to marry you and the good men have realized that staying home with a PlayStation and a pizza is more peaceful than dealing with your tests and your man card lectures? The market doesn't lie. These men have opted out. They've looked at the deal being offered by modern women, the demands, the entitlement, the gas in the car mentality, and they've realized they're better off alone. And look at this girl. She's literally begging.
Where are we finding boyfriends? Girls, tell me where you found your man because I need some help.
You want to know where they are? They're at home. They're at the gym. They're building their careers, and they are staying far, far away from the boss babes who think a 3-second stare is a contribution. But of course, when a man does show up and actually gives her a reality check, she goes straight to TikTok to play the victim.
Look at this one. She went on a date with a guy who actually had some self-respect. He didn't just sit there and nod his head, he called out exactly what he saw. And she is livid.
I'm currently on my way home from a date. First date of 2026. And I have no problems posting this because he told me he doesn't have TikTok. And honestly, even if he did, I wouldn't give a fuck if he saw this. Because this man decided to psychoanalyze everything about me. Everything. He and I met in the wild. We met playing kickball. And we had a really great time. And I was like, oh my God, he's like kind of cute. And like we were having fun. So we decided to go on a date. So we did. And as the date's going on, we're having a lovely time. I'm having a great time. But then he starts getting a little drunker. And that's when the truth starts to really come out. And he was like psychoanalyzing me. And literally was like, I bet you're on anxiety meds. And I was like, yeah, I am. Like, how'd you come to that conclusion? He's like, you just give those vibes. He was like, you're clearly a very sheltered person. You're clearly somebody who thinks you know everything and like has seen the world, but you don't know anything. And then he just starts going on and on and on about all the things that he's decided about me. In 2 hours, he's decided all of this about me to make me feel bad about myself. I have no idea. And he was like, then trying to question me, oh, how many relationships have you been in? I'm like, that's none of your business. He's like, I bet you've been in a lot of situationships, but don't ever have a boyfriend. And I was like, wow, you really just have me all figured out. So we're starting the year off really strong. And I wish I could like make this funny, but at this point, like it's not funny. It's just mean. It's just mean.
Oh, I like this guy. Brothers, we need more of this. It's just mean. No, it's just the truth. He saw the anxiety meds vibe, he saw the situationship history, and he saw the I know everything attitude. He called it out in 2 hours. He didn't play the simp role. He didn't put the gas in the car and let her drive. He took one look at the product being offered and said, yeah, I know exactly what this is, and it's not for me. He's upset because for the first time in her life, a man didn't buy the modern woman fantasy. He saw the reality. So let's bring it all together. We have women who want men to take all the risk of approaching while they offer nothing but judgment. We have women who give away their dignity in 30 minutes but demand leadership and provision from the men they want to settle down with. We have single moms who won't date single dads. And then, when they hit 30, they wonder why all the good men are at home ordering takeout. Let me know in the comments, what is the most cringe or absurd test a woman has put you through on a first date or before an approach? Do you think men are staying inside because they're pussies or because they've finally woken up to the fact that the juice isn't worth the squeeze? I'll be reading your comments and featuring the best ones in the next video. If you enjoyed this reality check, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next evento.